It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Titans and the Pats on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Jones looking to throw right away. Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Throwing Jones. It gets it into the arms of Parker. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of this team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Henry again on 2nd down. About 3 yards there to the 27. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it bad?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kick by McManus is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 14 carries, 96 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Open man is Myers. And he will have a Patriots first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. The Patriots at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Jones. He completes it to Henry. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, Jones. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. The point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Jones on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Danico Autry is in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On the handoff, Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Now the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Again, it's Henry. Running right through him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots will take over here just shy of the 30. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff. Stevenson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 2nd and 9, Jones completes this one to Thornton. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught. Smith. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a 2nd down and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along.
Resume action in quarter number 2. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill, and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
They'll set up to throw.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Escaping and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Inside handoff, Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. On the punt there. And the Patriots take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. After the interception, here's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here. And only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Tannehill. And brought in downfield by Burks. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by McManus is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Defense.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Jonathan Taylor, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Javonte Williams. A touchdown run in the victory. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And his pass incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here's Jones. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than 1 step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Now, you know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Now Jones.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones
got his man. It's Thornton. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Straight ahead at Stevenson.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Stevenson.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw on target to Burks. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Go.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Here we go.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Now Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass, brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? What do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tannehill throwing again.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill.
It's complete, Burks. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Tannehill on 1st down. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
And it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Tannehill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Pats, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.